Virtual reality exposure therapy is a way that we use modern technology to enhance and supplement traditional exposure therapy, which has been around for a really long time, since the 1900s. We use it to treat conditions such as phobias, post-traumatic stress disorder, and obsessive compulsive disorder. And the way exposure therapy works is you collaborate with your therapist on constructing a hierarchy of activities that generate certain levels of anxiety. And little by little, kind of like going into a cold pool, you go in like little by little, get used to it, and then before you know it, you're able to do things that initially were really intimidating, but now are doable. So the way that it works is if you come into the office, you'll use this headset, which is the same kind of headset that you would use at home for gaming. You'll go ahead and put this on, and I, from my computer as the therapist, will be able to control what you see and hear based on what we've agreed upon ahead of time. And this can also measure how you're responding. So I can ask you from 0 to 10 how you're responding to the stimulation, and then also it can measure physiologically how you're responding. So your sweat output, your heart rate, even like your breathing rate, things like that can get measured through the headset, which is really cool. If you're doing telehealth sessions, what will happen is we'll have one of these headsets mailed to you, and you just slide your phone into it, and you use an app that's connected to my computer, and we go through it that way. I'll again be controlling what you see on your phone in this headset through my computer. And the cool thing about virtual reality exposure is it's fairly realistic, but what studies have shown us is that the gains from a simulation, even if it's not hyper realistic, the gains do transfer to real life. So say, for example, there's a phobia of spiders exercise that we have in virtual reality. Does it look exactly like a real spider on your hand? Not really, but the research shows that even the simulation will translate to real life gains. So the physiological signs of distress that you show in front of a real spider will go down even just from practicing with the virtual reality spider. Some of the benefits of using virtual reality for exposure therapy is that you can get yourself into situations that you might not want to jump into in real life right away. So for example, like fear of driving, that might not be something that we want to do in real life right off the bat. We might want to start with the virtual to enhance the possibility of success when you get behind the wheel of a real car. Other situations that maybe aren't even possible to do in real life, we can get going on the virtual reality. And sometimes in virtual reality, we can simulate things that are even more scary than something you might encounter in real life, which makes the treatment more effective, because then the things that you encounter in real life aren't anything compared to the stuff you tried in treatment. The virtual reality can be just one part of a bigger picture of exposure therapy. So it can be one of the steps in your hierarchy, or it can be your entire hierarchy, depending on what you and your therapist determine together is the best course of treatment for you. So in summary, using VR is a really great way to enhance traditional exposure therapy. And in doing it here at MSC, you can have the virtual reality as a tool that's customizable to your specific treatment. And you can get a collaborative experience with your therapist in creating an exposure hierarchy that's a perfect fit for you in combination of real world and virtual.